Up, we're going to talk about Zuul. This is a really cool project. And joining us is one of the founders of the Zuul project, James Blair. All right. So as James comes across here and joins our ever-expanding panel here, I'm just going to tell you a couple of things about Zuul. So this is a continuous integration system that focuses on gating at scale. It started within OpenStack as a community, and over 2 million test jobs were run testing those 25,000 changes just in the train release. So we know it works at scale. It's a really impressive system. And I think James is going to tell us about one or two of the users outside of the OpenStack, actually.
Thank you, Mark. When we talk to companies like BMW, Volvo, and Ansible, they tell us that they're using Zuul because it lets them test their entire software stack together. In organizations like these, many different teams are working on different parts of their software. But all of these parts have to come together to work for the final product before it ships. Zuul combines changes from microservices, applications, and libraries when testing to help every team work quickly and without merging broken code.
All right. That's amazing. Well, there are many sessions, including this quick start introduction and other sessions you can find in the app and online. And I think just to wrap things up here, we started with OpenStack. I want to end with OpenStack because open infrastructure really does start with OpenStack. And I know all of you run many of the new projects within OSF, but how many of you are also running OpenStack? Can I get a show of hands? Everybody. Okay. So all these things really fit together. These new projects are helping OpenStack users be more successful. They're part of the whole open infrastructure landscape, helping integrate with things like Kubernetes. And if you look at the number of verticals and use cases for OpenStack, it's everything you can imagine. I mean, we just recently found out that ByteDance, who makes TikTok, is running OpenStack, and they're speaking this week. So everything you can imagine, every industry is running on OpenStack, and all these new projects really bring those together. And so speaking of the contributors in the projects, raise your hand if you've contributed to any of these OSF projects. Look at that. All right, that's incredible. Let's give a round of applause to everyone who's contributed to these projects. They make everything possible for these incredible users. And so when it comes to celebrating our community and the contributors, we do have a contributor awards tonight at 6 p.m. during the Marketplace Mixer. And while you're there, there is an OSF booth that you can find us and learn more about OSF projects. Tell us about your open source project if you want to have some help with that. And of course, get some stickers. So, thank you very much to our amazing panel.